Oh look, Nick's in the king.
Yeah.
But did he come down bloody tight?
No, he did not.
No.
Why do I want, like... if I'm in it, and the pub is there, I'm not going by the fucking top of the hill over there. No, he does.
We've got to do header shaft at this point.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Yeah, go. As previously discussed. Delete your name from the book. I've just got to find a way to get access to your YouTube account.
It's a shame John couldn't bring his mate this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, all real fancy. Quite comfortable.
Yeah, sorry, every time I move, Phil moves further away, which I think is sensible.
Well, no, it's not really. I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree.
turn right down a bit.
Rum and red wine.
And same glass or the same body?
We'll end it up in the same bottle.
So, I didn't show these yesterday, we were asking about them. These are made by BCB. They're called a bad weather bag. And I think they're a lot better, especially for caving, than those great big orange soil bags. Just look at the size of it.
Yeah.
You see ones on TV when I was very similar. They're actually not that expensive, about £5, £6 maybe. They do go back into the thing, which is great. Get back in there. So you know, it's a bit of a fight to order back into that before. And what he's got is this type of thing, but it's not like the orange fibre bag. First, it's not as strong as you can't carry something like it. But you know, okay, probably not going to do that thing anyway. But it's a full body size. It's snug in size. It just fits quite closely. It's got nylon on the inside, so it's actually a lot warmer than the orange fibre bags. And it's long enough to get it up and over your head. So for me, I find orange fibre bag comes to there. So I've got to put it upside down. Okay, this one you can hold it upside down and do the same tricks you did before. But I've got a couple of these. I guess you probably have to take the boots off here, so I'm going to be careful. Or start rolling down. And if you've got someone who's really cold, I found they can't help themselves. And I remember I did some training with the search and rescue team, dog team in North Wales, and they get new members and they deliberately throw them in a stream and get them cold. And then they say to everyone else, so go on then, sort them out, get them changed, put them into a bag. And of course they're completely hopeless at doing anything. So I found the trick is you roll this down around the edges. I had someone canoeing trip and they were like really cold and they were like, oh, basically that bloody bag out. Please just stick that bloody bag. Right down here. Get in the bag! and they get like, you just pull it up. Sit down. Cup of tea. Chocolate bar. There you go.
I'm cold.
Where's the cup of tea and the chocolate bar?
Yeah, better I suppose.
Like, if I'd have known there was an optional supplement, like I'd have paid
If you roll it down, then you can sort of roll it up them. And it's much easier than trying to get them into it and trying to get the feet in, then put the feet to the side of the bag and stuff, you know. Especially with things that are quite thin. Get the, literally like dressing the top of it and pull it up. So those are great and I like them really warm. And you try that compared to sitting in an orange smile bag. Just really is. So we've also played with these things are quite good. Now Blizzard do one that's in another league. There's no way the Blizzard bag has got all plastic into it. They do one of these in a Blizzard bag. It's not cheap, it's about 40 quid. It's bigger than this and it's got that dual layer and all the folds of elastic in it, so it makes it warmer than these. But they're not bad, especially when you're cold and wet. When you're in a cave, they're cold and wet, and wearing a cotton boiler suit or an oversuit that's not very waterproof, and they get really cold. You can just stick it on the top. Or after you come out of the cave, like you come out of Swildens, and it's just blowing a gale or the snow's sleeting and stuff, and you just get these out, stick them on over your head, just to merge upon through. Now, if you're going to do it, put the poncho on the head, your woolly hat's will on as well, and then the helmet back on, hold it on, straps holding in place. And they're great, they really do work. They make a big difference, get the wind off you. But again, just stick it on, try it, you know.
That is exactly the ones we've got.
But they're not as good as the Blizzard ones. The Blizzard ones have actually got like, you'll see they've got like a plastic arm in them, right down to here. And they're actually like 3 layers, and when you open them up, they baffle out. So they go like a bit like baffles of a quilt. And because they baffle out, the whole lot there in there, it's all wet air in it. Yeah. We've got some more here.
One of the used ones, so that we used on thingy, so.
Oh yeah, is this the one that big one?
Possibly.
Oh, why is it wet? Oh, it's a terracotta orange.
Rabbit, one rabbit. So, there's the one.
I can't see it. Oh shit.
Now, also in it, there's a blanket. So, have a go with that, because that's the new one, and you've got that way, you still see the difference. Then you pass them around, try them maybe. You can see how you get on.
There you go.
Feel free to open up and have a look.
I like those because it's like you can put your arms through the holes and actually have full range of movement in them. Yeah. You can still keep someone moving in it.
Yeah. There's the BCB bag, you want to try that? So we go there. I said, do go back into the. Actually, go back into the thing again afterwards.
The BCB bag, is that one? That one's there. That one. Oh.
I'll show you.
Oh, I like
It goes back in the back quite easily, so.
Zoltar!
The other thing I want to discuss with you all here is broken femurs. So I skipped it yesterday for a reason. If you break your femur, the thigh bone, it can be very, very difficult to make the person comfortable because we're talking about muscular spasms. So what happens, you get a massive muscular spasm in your thigh, in the muscles, and then the bone ends pull past each other and the leg shortens. So you'll see the leg is considerably shorter than it's higher than it should be, and they'll be in a fucking lot of pain. Because it's not the broken bone, it's like that every muscle in your thigh is in cramp. And that really hurts. The problem also being shorter is being shorter, there's now more space between all the muscle fibers, to hold more blood in the thigh. And the basic answer is attraction strings. Now, I wouldn't teach this on a normal course because it's not appropriate for a normal first aid course because it's actually there. And even on the hillside, it's probably not that appropriate. But down a cave where hell could be a while, it is going to be appropriate to try and get some tension onto it. And that's what these things do. So if you understand the principle of it, then you can go, how do we improvise that? Yep. So what this is a Kendrick traction system, and Kendrick can carry these, Kendrick can carry these. And basically what it is some poles are stuck together, look. Like that. Now I'll let you put this on someone in a second. So basically you've got that thing and a foot section here. Okay. So this goes around the leg, and what you've got is a clown bit. There could be 2 bits. You've got a boot on, it comes in that one, a boot hitch. And if you haven't got a boot on, it comes in a shorter one. But what you've got basically is this thing. And it goes around the back of the heel, yeah. Show myself. Like this, yeah. That fastens around there on Velcro, and that bit sits under the heel like so. And then you've got this, yeah. And what you do is you put this big thick band around the top of the thigh, and you get it right to the top of the groin against the bone. So not against the bone there. This goes then on the outside, it gets tightened up, it fits, and you shove that end of the pole into there, like that, yeah, and then this end goes into that there. Sorry, that there. One is got a hole in, yeah, that one there. And then basically, once it's all tightened up, that hooks into there, as you'll see, so it just fits in and holds it. So you've got this sitting on the outside of the leg, down the outside of your leg. You've got this, and obviously you can put one length on, one length out, and then the legs. You shove that into there, into that fast fixed bit there, and then you want it longer than the leg quite considerably, because what you're then going to do, you loosen this off here. That's some slack. Very shows. Yeah, and then that goes into there, yeah, and then you strap all these Velcro straps around the leg to keep it in place, to keep it there, and then you pull. You just loosen that tag off for me, loosen it right off so I can get my leg into it. Because this isn't right, sorry. Right, there we go, now we're in. Okay, so over there. It's actually working. There we go, that's it. Right, and then what you do, pull on it. Yeah, and because it's strapped around my leg here, there's lots of Velcro straps, look, go around the thigh and things to keep it all in place, and one around the lower leg, you pull on it. And what it's doing, there's your fixed point there, and as you pull on that, it stretches my leg out. And you'll pull it out until the knee's here, till the knees goes back to where it should be, level with that one. And what it does is takes the cramp out of the muscle. And by taking the cramp out of the muscle, it dramatically reduces the pain and also dramatically reduces bleeding. So obviously, in a stretcher, you have this on in the stretcher being brought out with this on with the broken femur to give tension on there. But there are other ways, of course, because if you think of the principle, you're getting tension on here. So if I've fallen across here, let's say, we could go, well actually, if I get a tackle bag, come on across there, and then drop the tackle bag down there with a tough piece of rope in it, with it tied around my foot with a sling, it's going to put tension on there, isn't it? Or, you know, there's a drop down there a bit further on, let's take the rope down there and drop it down the drop. Now it's not a big weight on it, but you know, it'll apply tension, that's the way he's doing it. Or I'll put that rope around that boulder over there, and I'll put it around the bottom of the foot with a sling around the foot, large foot around the top of the foot, and then I'll put it through a crab and so it's a pulley, and pull it out before them, so it's apply tension. So there's lots of ways of achieving it without having one of these, but which you know the principle of what you're doing, which is fixed point there, I can do it. Now, the body weight may be enough to hold them, but it may not. You may put a sling around here and clip it off to a boulder here or something so it stays still. So there's ways of doing it. If you can get it on there with a broken femur, it's going to make them an awful lot comfortable and it's going to buy them time because they'll be bleeding less in the leg. Yeah. If it's an open fracture, clearly you do it and the bones will go back in and then you'll have a hole to fill. To pack, you know. But it will dramatically reduce bleeding. So it's not something you're going to carry with you by any means, but look at the principle. If you can't see what you're doing, come and have a look. You can see how it works. Yeah? You see the fixed point up here. You can do it out of walking poles. I've made them out of walking poles. The strictly walking poles do the same. It works on a hillside. Same sort of thing, you use the walking pole stretched out and you make a loop around the foot and then just go round through the loop on the walking pole and you know, you put the handle of the walking pole with the strap, you know, the strap of the walking pole head through their belt loop or the harness or whatever, and then you stretch the walking pole out and then just try to foot and foot. It works. It's surprising how easy you can manufacture something like this. And let's face it, it's 300 quid's worth of 10 poles and bits. You know, it's not exactly complicated, is it? But it's great, it works well. Yeah? It looks like the other one now. Shit.
This is why you're so tall, isn't it?
I know.
When you started this course.
But you get the idea.
I'm alright.
So, I thought I'd show you that. It's quite a
Sweating, is that your one there?
But it also means, you know, it's one of the reasons you're going to call for help with a broken femur, because when they turn up and you tell them, we have got someone with a broken femur, they'll come with the right kit. Otherwise, because they're not going to bring with them the stuff that they don't need. It's like, you know, this is why I say plan first, work out what's wrong, and write out a full detailed list of what's wrong with the person before you go for help. Either at a hillside or down a cave, because you want to turn the right amount of kick, they won't otherwise. If you get a poor description, they'll turn up with basic first aid kit and 2 people who move quick. And then they'll get there and go, right, okay, in that hillside situation, they'll radio and say, right, now bring the rest of the stuff with us, you know, etc. Now in the cave, they're going to have to send them back out again to get more kit. Because they won't bring things in them. They won't bring full stretcher with them straight away. They won't bring fracture suits in with them until they know they need them. And then they'll go and bring them in. If you tell them we've got someone with these injuries, they'll turn up with the kit they need straight away. So you actually spend a few more minutes filling paperwork out, but cut short in rescue attempts, because they'll bring the right kit with them straight away. So it seems like you're wasting time doing that, but you're not. You're making things better because you give them full information. And it's amazing the amount of people on hillsides who, where were you? Somewhere on the side of Snowdon. Or we get a helicopter that way and try and find them to know where they were. You know, and don't forget what 3 words and all those types of things. I'll show you when we get out. I'll do what I'm making here. But on iPhones 14 and above, they now have GPS satellite calling on them. So if you are in an area, like say in the Yorkshire Dales, you come out of the cave and there's no reception, you want to call for help, you can now do it by satellite. So it works the same as Spot Connect basically. You see the Garmin Spot Connects, where it talks to a satellite and sends you relays information, but it's actually better than that because it's two-way. So you basically, you've got no reception, you go to emergency SOS in the settings, I'll show it on the phone later, you point at the satellite, it finds the satellite, and then it says what's wrong, and it'll ask you a series of questions. So what it's sending is small packets of information, 101010, and your location, and then you get the message back saying, yes, we're aware, we've notified the emergency services, and you tell them what you want, like a rescue over, and they'll notify you and send that information there, and you get help by satellite. So you can be anywhere in the world and use an iPhone to call for help for free. And a Spot Connect will cost you money every year. An iPhone won't, so it's something you'll have with you all the time, you know. Yeah. So in many ways, it's changed things for the choice of phone for the outdoors, and it will not happen on Android, because Apple bought like 3/4 of bandwidth for the satellite system as a feature.
Yeah.
But no one knows about it, because they're the regular
news to me.
But if you've got an iPhone, it's an iPhone 14 and above, it works beautifully. I'll show you outside, there's a sample on the phone you can do, which takes you through the procedure and pretends to send the messages. So we do the sample one, it says a demo procedure, we'll try it. Go outside. But at least it means you're going to go and try and find reception. You're going to have reception wherever you are, anywhere in the world.
14 and above, did you
14 and above's do it, yeah. And if you've got one that watches with the GPS, with a phone system built into it, you get watch like that. So if you get one of the pros, they'll do it as well. So, and there's other systems. I use a thing called Paddle Logger for canoeing, and that will keep on asking me, depending on what I set it to, like half an hour, 15 minutes, depending how bad the river is, you know. Yeah. It's a big thing in the river, I don't have it set to every 15 minutes, and I have to physically tell it I'm still there and okay. If I don't, it sends messages off to everyone by phone, and if not by satellite. It's all just linked into the system automatically. So I could be unconscious lying on a bank somewhere, and I know where I am and what's happened. So, you know, it's quite a good backup thing to know. So, and it automatically sends the messages if I'm not there, you know, and where the location is. And it also then tells me down the river where I've been, gives me a nice little map afterwards and what your paddling speed was and all that sort of thing as well. So it's actually quite cool. It's about 10 a year, I think. It's great. Not all for caving like that, unfortunately. Yeah, so we'll play that outside and try and see. So what I suggest we do, you want me there?
I'm looking at it, yes, thank you.
It's definitely better than not being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, I'm not sweating.
I've got my thick undersuit on and I'm absolutely dying. I thought, I'll put the thick at the cold. Bad idea. So what I suggest we do is play now with some of the kit. Now you see the problems of being here. If you've got someone lying on the, you know, if they're just, you know, put yourself in a position where you've fallen between boulders or something, or fallen down there, obviously there's a good passage to do stuff with, but even there, you're going to have fun moving someone into recovery, aren't you? You know, get around. So you just have to manhandle people, basically now, to do things. So I would suggest what we do is try an unconscious casualty and see how you get on with it. You might need to work in sort of 3s-ish, I think might be good, just because you're going to need someone to help you manhandling properly and stuff, to do things rather than trying to injure yourself. And maybe working sort of 3s and try an initial assessment on someone who is unconscious, because they've knocked themselves out, they've fallen, knocked themselves out. And just to make it interesting, they have got a bleeding leg and a broken elbow. It's not what you've done before. When you look at this elbow, you cannot bend it. It goes, it's horrible, yeah? And the bones, it's just horrible. And you go, it won't bend, so it's out straight, yeah? So you'll have to split a much bigger area, so it's out straight, okay? So, have the broken elbow, sort it out, I've bought rolls of tape and stuff so you can do it properly. And then somehow try and get them into the recovery position, assuming then one person's going to stay with them and look after them and keep on checking their breathing and things, and the other person's going to walk off and get help. Yeah? So at the end of it, they're going to be sprinted, their arms sprinted. You have fun getting the recovery position, aren't you? Because this one arm is really straight. So have fun. Yeah.
Can we work this in groups of 4? Because that's how we send our cave teams down. It's a minimum group of 4.
3-4 is fine. Yeah, the same, because you'll need people to help you. You're going to need to start thinking about manhandling people. So pick people up with grab hold of oversuits, grab hold of belts, and if you need to physically move someone, move them. But obviously, really, you want to control the bleed first because it's pissing out. Yeah, on their leg. A big cut across the top of the leg here. We'll assume you can get away just a big cut, so don't go bad and tourniquet and things. You know? Just put a bandage on it, control it. If your bandage looks a bit crap, I'll go, no, it's coming through. It's coming through, mate, sorry. So expect some of that if you've got crap bandages on. And then try and get them into position somehow where you think they're vaguely in a recovery position, where they're vaguely 3/4 of the way over, where their airway's going to drain, and they're wrapped up in something and protected from the environment, ready to go for help, because they're going to be here at least 2 hours for the help. Okay, rescue, probably 4. There was one in Dovedale, Kinder Scout recently, and they got the call at lunchtime. It was a scout, and he'd 14-year-old lad, and he slipped and he subluxed his hip. So he popped his hip out the socket and back in again. And nothing serious, nothing life-threatening, but he could not move. That was it. He was done for the day. And so they called for mountain rescue. And there's 2 teams covered the area, Edale and the other team anyway. So they all got together at a meeting, so I was going to go. So they went off and wandered up there. And they got the Land Rover up fairly close and then walked up the track. And had a chat about it. And then they thought they needed a helicopter, but they couldn't get a helicopter. So they thought, oh, we'll carry him down. Then they carried him down. So the call went at lunchtime. He got into A&E at 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah? And that is typical. You know? And that's pretty Kinder Scouts with great big paths, you know? So not exactly somewhere difficult. And then look at the cave rescue in OFD. You know, just after lockdown. You want to wear that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 55 hours. So I got a call out. Everyone who'd done any cave rescue got a call out. We all got a call out. They said this is going to be big. He'd just got in through Cumdor at the bottom end, and the Cumdor's got a bit of airspend in it, so there was no way he was going back on the stretcher. It would have been an hour that way. They said there's no way he's going to go through on that. He was in the upper sea. He was up in OFD3, and there's a point where there's a big bowl step across a high level passageway across a rift going down. There's a big boulder sits in the rift. And he put his foot on the boulder like everyone's done for donkey's years, and it was under pressure, and it turned into gravel under his feet. It went poof, gravel. And he fell 4 metres down rift. He broke his leg, he broke some ribs, he put a hole through here, broke his jaw, put a hole through here, so he's having a drink that was dripping out the bottom. And for a while he was really quite touch and go. They took oxygen down, they went through about 70 cylinders of oxygen, because every time someone went in, they took oxygen in. Every time someone came out, they kept a cylinder out with them, and they kept swapping oxygen sets around. The ambulance was just basically organising oxygen to be delivered on the surface. I think there was something like 200 rescuers total involved in it. 55 hours, it's the longest ever rescue has been done in the UK. The pictures of the bacon sandwiches being cooked are quite impressive, because of these pans like this fun stuff. And everyone got the call out, so I was in bed with COVID. So I didn't go. So I got lots of updates and pictures sent to me. But they bought the streamway, the main streamway. So basically, most people's job was like standing up to your neck in the streamway, passing someone overhead, and he was my size. He wasn't a small bloke. And they got him out of the cave, and a month later, he was back down there and looked at it. Yeah, it was fine. And he's joined Cave Rescue. But it was all done by cavers, and I think they handled it very, very well in the press. Because they made sure that people knew it was being done by cavers, that there was no, because you get the usual, the Daily Mail, what is disgraceful that people going caving, put all the stress on the emergency services and blah, blah, blah. They didn't let it happen, that narrative never happened. The narrative was handled very well, that people thought, actually, cavers sort themselves out. And they did, great. But it just shows you the length of a rescue could be, something like that. 55 hours. 55 hours stuck in a stretcher, yeah.
It's still quicker than Carlton Warwick.
It's really that's some weight in there, mate.
So, so you need to get people comfortable and warm, that's the point. So don't be leaving people sitting here in the cold. People die on hillsides all the time because they haven't taken a saliva bag with them, or they've got one with them and it sits in their rucksack because they don't bother getting it out because they've gone hypothermic and then they forget about it. Because the memory goes and they forget and they sit there shivering and they go, and then they start taking clothes off because they're really hot. Because they're hypothermic, and people don't react well with the hypothermic. I sat in Aggie, the big round trip years ago, and it was a time when people had lead acid batteries, and so your batteries had so much life in them, and then they failed. And one by one, we lost our way partly, and one of I started going out. When you roughly where we were, we knew where we were exactly, we just couldn't go on any further. And we said to our mates, look, around like, where we are. And they came back in with spare lights for us. But we sat for about 3 or 4 hours maybe, 4 or 5 hours, waiting for them to come back in. And the stream turned into voices. We'd hear, oh yeah, turn the lights on. And of course, being lead acid battery would last for a little bit, then go out again, fade again. And you look and you go, oh, shit, there's no one there. Did you hear that? I heard that, yeah. Group hallucination with us, I tended feeling quite warm in the end. We had little saliva blankets with us that were completely for the users. I was very cold when I came out of the cave. Cave Rescue refused to come to us because they're all getting drunk in the hut having a party. They went, you're not going to go and get them, they're your group, you go and sort them out. And I came out and said, look, it didn't turn out to be serious, but it could have been, and you were activated. And I had this guy to get some water. I wasn't happy. But, get warm, because it makes a big difference. And make sure everyone's got something with them like that, I mean, personally, sure, we'll have something like that, just in case. Yeah. So, give it a go then. Broken elbow, gashed the leg, unconscious, sort them out, get them into some sort of form of protection. If you need to move them and pick them up and drag them from where they are because they're not in a good spot, or you need to think where do you need to move them to be able to get in that position, that's what we're here for. Because it's not pretty village hall, is it? Most definitely.
Right, what is he going to say then?
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
You just live in that moment.
Being as we're already here, then stay that side.
Right, boys.
Right, I think that's the only...
Got a little bed for you.
Unbelievable amount of bandages and
Lovely. I've got a bit in there as well.
oh no, I've fallen out. Okay. Right, when you stop there.
Are you going first or am I going?
I was going to say, teamwork.
Yeah.
You're right there, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
See, that's why I would have.
No response, she's dead. Right, pup?
Let's get some lunch.
Stepping on you, falling on you, moving.
Breathing. Right. Is she breathing? Yeah, I think she might be breathing. I think we got a live one. Right. Circulation. Yeah, she's got capillary. Right.
So sometimes...
Damage next?
Yeah.
Right, damage, right. So, Head. Around here. Check the spine. Oh, yeah, hang on. Feel a broken elbow. She's got a broken elbow.
Hold up, did he say it could be bent?
That's the broken one.
Oh, that's the broken one. I thought it couldn't
You're
be
breaking the wrong elbow, man.
straightened out because it would be grinding.
No, can it be straight?
Right.
I'm sure that's what he said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Hannah was listening.
that's the broken elbow. Right, that's the broken one. Right.
Elbows are right.
That feels all good. Check this side here. Right.
You know, often
Pelvis. What was the other one? Oh, gash on the leg. There's a big gash on the leg there. It's pissing out the blood.
he's shooting on you. And you go, you get behind him, just hold the head like that, and keep your head put it back for me so it doesn't
Don't step on the patient.
not bad service.
Right.
The check process. What I did, because of the
That's all right. There's obviously a...
is I was getting the check the breathing, check the breathing, breathing. I've then moved around to this side, Phil was behind me.
Right, do you want to pass you that, my green bag?
Phil was check her head and neck, and then I was going to get knee and work down either side, because that way I'm not having
What type of wound are we looking at? Is it?
Now, Jay.
Well, it's a nasty gash.
This is why you can't be a first aider, Jay. You're not allowed near the patient.
It's alright, I like observing.
Voyeurism.
Okay, right, okay, so next you've got you can't bend it. Right, okay, so we've got bad, feels like a bad break around this elbow. Yeah,
Right, you need to stop that bleeding first, sir.
Yeah, he's on the bleeding, I'm on the elbow.
I don't have to be, I don't have to worry
We're
about
multitasking.
Also, your iPhone 16 Pro Max, I must say the camera here is just...
Stop the scratch, the bloody birthday thing.
So do we actually bend the elbow or keep it straight?
Keep it straight.
Keep it straight.
Yeah, that's what I was- that's what I was saying.
You can't bend it. Apparently, it is once it's broken, it's locked in that position. So you just have to support it. So splint.
Yeah, I'm going to split both sides. So I'm just making...
Go to the village hall, must I?
Did you pack the gash?
Gonna need more packing.
Whoa.
This gash can take a lot. Oh, guys.
Right, okay, so first aid kit needs a bandage. Oh, it's very dramatic. I've got a big ring on there. So.
No, that's the proper first aid kit though, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's not one. That's the
Oh,
proper first aid kit.
what a fantastic that one hasn't really got that much skill. I thought we had practice first aid kit.
Oh, we're going to wrap it with that, yeah?
Want me to hold it in position?
Right. No, that one's to go on the
Think
top.
about, you need to mobilise the wrist as well, don't you remember? You need to mobilise, so you need to mobilise the elbow. If you need the wrist flopping around, that will move the elbow. So you have
Right.
to sprint it from the hand to the about here. Yeah?
Just to stop it.
Just like we did the leg, you mobilise the ankle in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get the, yeah, so exactly, yeah.
Right, so I'll make this one like that. If you want to make that one longer and then make a
Well,
curve
you can
in the
use
bottom.
because you once you splinted that at the bottom, you can use this as a just
Yeah,
a
but you want to immobilise that bit as well.
that will do that. Will it not? Yeah.
We do it how we done the leg, won't we? Just do two
Yeah, so you-
sides.
Have you done the bleed?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
She's
big.
not bleeding anymore. Doesn't do.
Check her for other wounds. I reckon she might have some more.
And yes, you could start putting it over, exactly. Could look quick, couldn't you? Rather than leave it to later.
What happened to the wrap?
True, but if you mix it...
Oh, no, sorry.
In my bag.
She's alive!
Knew she was faking.
She just wants to be carried out.
Hell yeah.
Right, Jake.
Yeah, you want to have support underneath the arm.
Well, I'm really sorry, but when the daughter inside, because they put trust in about how to do that, you want to do it.
How good your camera is. Or 16 Pro or whatever.
Right, do you want to change over and do change that
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
How are we going to get her into recovery position with that though?
You have to roll her that way.
Yeah.
No, towards this
that
way. Because this arm you want going up. You want the arm that's going to be going up.
Because you can't bend this arm, can you?
No.
You need to put over to my other side of my face.
Yeah.
So that arm.
So that arm's the one that's got to go on against her ear.
You might
That's
have
really good, guys. That's really smart. I can pop a silver. I can't
Yeah.
do that. Great
like a little penguin. Like. Well, what we will have to do then, because if we need to get this arm up above her head, she's going to need to slide down that way so we can actually fit her arm above her head.
Yeah, we need her down a little bit, don't we?
Yeah, so what we can do,
So, is that tucked under or just on...
that's on top of them, and we need to get her down so we can put her into recovery.
Is that good enough?
No. But it was just to keep some
so
heat in.
Now you need to get into recovery because, yeah, so I was thinking about it, how you get into recovery, how you get underneath it. And you may need to do some wiggling around.
Yeah, we're going to have to move her down.
Someone's going to have to hit the top, one's going to have to hit the bottom, one's going to have to support the arm.
What we could do is we can cut her in sections.
Yeah.
And then
Which
move
way,
her.
sideways or all the way straight through the middle of the leg?
I think sideways would be easier to manage.
Right, okay, yeah. Right, I'll support the arm, Jake, if you can...
Yeah, I need...
So, you grab the legs.
Yeah, take that off temporarily.
Yeah. It's really going to be awkward on her back, though.
It's alright, guys. It's been in some awkward positions over
It'll be fine when she's in the recovery position, though, in all fairness. And then, as you're shuffling, I will start trying to get this underneath.
Okay.
Oh shit, yeah. Right. You ready?
Yeah. Might need you in the middle. You could do that afterwards.
I need to support the arm.
We need to move her down.
Yeah, but I can't let her go of the arm.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to take her weight.
I can take one leg.
Stuck along to her.
Right, ready?
I can't lift her, I can just shove her. If you can lift her, I can shove her. Oh, you dropped
Don't worry about the fact.
you dropped your backy.
Come back for them.
Right. That might just be enough room now to get her arm into this crack. If she's going to be sucking on a rock.
Right, I'm used to sucking on hard things. No problem.
Oh, this one's nice and hard for you then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I almost fell down a hole doing that. I'm paying too much attention to the arms.
See if there is enough room.
Yeah, just about.
You might need to come over just a little bit.
Where you're sitting is over here.
Yeah, but she'll end up here, won't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to end up
She's
here.
going to roll nicely because there's a big boulder that's kind of going to out.
So we're up, there we go.
Right.
Just there. Right. Yeah. There we go.
I got this over. Yeah, ready? Oh, that's got to be painful. She's laying on her.
Yeah, she's still breathing.
Right. Wrap her up like a burrito. We got a bit stuck underneath her helmet there. Oh, look at that.
Yes, well done,
Yeah,
boy.
buddy.
I don't think that's too bad.
Are you cushy?
I mean, you did promise I'd be sucking on rock. There's no rock here, so
It comes later.
Oh God.
I'm going to assess everything.
Pardon?
Where's the food to assess you? Which one are you going for?
That's right. You just chill out there.
I'm actually quite nice and warm now, boys. Thanks.
You're insulated enough. There you go.
Did you end up on nice comfy rocks?
I mean, I'm alright. Other than, it's good that you got that there because I was like, you could just slide out.
Oh, look, that's
Trying to
actually-
stop you, so
Yeah.
that's alright.
Yeah. Stuart, we've got we've got the patient in a nice comfy position.
Safe, warm.
Well, we think anyway.
Well, no, she's actually told us that she's comfortable, even though she's unresponsive.
Customs always right.
Obviously, this is a retoad.
Oh, it looks good to me, yeah. I'm very impressed.
I think she's gone to sleep now. I think she's woken up and gone to
I
sleep.
am so nice and warm. It's lovely. I'm like, oh, chill.
Yeah, and you got the arm out straight. And,
Yeah.
that's a good idea because you can rest the head on the arm there, can't you? It's good.
Yeah. She must be very
So you
uncomfortable.
modify your all to recovery because that's not a normal looking recovery position.
No.
No.
But does it work?
Yes.
Yeah, it does, so it's fine. Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
Because it doesn't always need to look like it. Doesn't the book, does it? To work. That's
that
fine.
would be more up
That would be
there,
better,
wouldn't
but
you,
yeah,
like
better
that?
there. That would be better there, yeah.
But,
So
like-
that's fine there. Yeah. And if you can't get on the arm because there's the rock in the way of things, then maybe just get something spare, like a roll-up oversuit or something, and stick that under the head to support the head so not like that. You look comfortable?
I'm warm and comfy, yeah.
She was until we unwrapped her.
Yeah.
Well, have a changeover. But this time when you do it, let's play tarty this time, just change around a bit.
Do you want us to unwrap your arm?
I can't move it. Wait, hold it.
Your casualty is unconscious. They are breathing, and they have a broken leg just below the knee. So make sure you're sprinting right to the bottom of the boot up to about here. Yeah. And they've got a badly bleeding hand, lower arm hand, somewhere there. Fine.
Lower arm hand. Badly bleeding lower arm hand and bottom leg.
So swap around so you get a chance to be part of the team doing things this time. Let someone else have a lie down. And try and see. Yeah. We'll have a change around. So it's good. I'm trying to leave my lights off so I don't blind them all. But
Now you're blind.
I can't see the fucking thing yet. Right.
Right, who wants to be next casualty?
Yeah, I'll jump in. I don't mind.
Nice.
Similar position.
You can take lead on this one.
Did you say the left leg's broken? So they get confused. You said the left leg's broken, isn't it? So
Is it left leg?
you didn't say you, so we'll just say left. So
I can't remember what he said.
It was a broken bottom leg
you didn't say
and a bleeding on the lower arm.
what's easier to get more coverage position?
Being on the lower arm. You comfortable there, John?
Kind of. There's a big drop just below my head that my helmet's
Maybe
on.
you fell in a different position. Why didn't you
We
fall
said
over
bleed
here?
there, innit?
Well, no, it's got to be awkward, isn't it? That's how the learning is.
That's right.
You've got to move me into a position.
No, it's not.
You don't need to worry about the airways because my airway is open.
And we do have to worry about whether you're responsive or not, though. John!
He was awake a second ago.
John, yeah. He was giving us direction a minute ago and now he stopped. John, wake up, we need direction. Okay.
Airways.
Check, make sure he's not faking it. He's not faking it. No, okay. So, tip his hair away. Check for breathing.
Got the looking further.
Oh, his head. Oh, he's breathing. His breath stinks. Okay. Right. We need to check. Check. Make sure that he's not got any damage. Right. I'll check his neck.
Seal that up.
So we are going to have to move that way.
Do you want to check the left side and I check the right side?
Doesn't
Yeah,
just
leader.
doesn't like one need to do the check all over? Like if you're leading, you check all over and then direct us.
Yeah.
I think he just wants to see us kind of getting involved in it. I don't know if it makes a difference.
He's got a wound there in his left arm.
So this arm is damaged. What, open wound?
Yeah, okay. Open bottom arm. Yeah.
Leading quite bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Broken left leg.
okay.
Bottom.
So it's all down one side that you said, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
He's quite lucky because he didn't break his pelvis.
Right, I will
So we'll
grab
say
this
left hand
link
down.
and do his leg.
It's very difficult to check the spine because of where he's landed, but I'll give it a go.
Phil, can you move that?
Seems okay.
Fine, yeah.
Okay, so we need to splint the leg and we need to stop the bleeding, but we need to do the bleeding first, so I'll do that. There is a lower.
Pack it.
Yeah, pack it up.
Get a real big handful from down here.
Obviously, we cut the clothing off, but I don't know if he'd allow me to do that. It's my new suit. Oh, this bandage is unravelled.
Good hand.
Right, okay. How's that looking for this head position, Phil? Right, on the right.
It's better off pulling it down a little bit.
The knife
Because then my head is going to be on the rock.
is a possibility. But to be fair, drop it down and get a little bit of here for you.
You hold him.
Be handy, mate. That's where he would be his way, wouldn't it? To let the now, you, if that had been the case, you might just do laces. There's a it's still a rock. Well, yeah, but I'll look at her head like a
Right, what are you doing that?
facing down.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. Go right up to the groin. He won't mind. Right, okay, so recovery position.
How are you feeling in there? Do you feel warm in there?
I'm going to need this arm to go up. That's going to be uncomfortable for you, I think. We're going to need to move them down slightly. Up. That'll do. So I can get his arm up.
Broken arm now.
Yeah. I may have caused another injury.
I'm just thinking, we can't bend this leg to roll him over. So we need to roll him that way.
somebody would tweak that.
Ah, so we're going to need to pull him this way.
I felt Jay packing this side and I was just like, it's not going to work.
Right, we want to go over there. We put that down there for a step. Right.
Drag it to you guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll support his head.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Mind his head.
Now he's injured for real.
Right.
Oh, you're on my foot.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry, you in pain?
No, it's just a pain.
lift this arm up above his head that way. There we go. And then we will get this one.
Hang on.
Actually, If you
Tuck this in.
get that going on that side.
Someone can support his leg.
Yeah. I got it. Meathead Ted.
And then if we and if you want to get, when you get in there, you're small enough to punch your hand on there, yeah? So you're just going to need to pull him over by his shoulder and knee, yeah. So shoulder, knee, and we are going to pull him. So,
Watch where his arm goes. Oh, that's a lovely, comfortable position for him to be in.
Right, we'll twist this towards you.
stairway is more.
He's floating on nothing there.
Yeah, no worries. Hang on, I'll pull this back.
Yeah, pull it back towards you. That's it. There you go. He's not doing really funny faces.
This is where, could we get a little duffel bag? I just want to give you guys up. I don't trust you do. Otherwise you are literally going to be sucking
Sucking what?
and arms in the air.
We haven't got much burrito room, have we?
Okay, ready? Oh, we can, yeah, we can. Otherwise, get ready to pull.
Okay, yeah.
There we
Yeah, put a secondary one over the top.
There's another one, let's go down there. Well, it looks like Lidl tin foil, but...
Yeah. Looks like he's a spaceman now. Are you warm?
How you feeling?
Yeah, quite comfy actually.
I just remembered, you were meant to be conscious, was you not?
No, I thought you said unconscious.
Alright. Can you make sure we save this one's life? Please.
Just grab first aid kit, open it up, and then I can see his hand is bleeding there. Bleeding. So what?
Just a big cut in the hand, just round the
Could you pass the, or do you want to bandage the hand? I'll start checking him over while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So, would you take the helmet off?
Yeah.
Check the head. Would you assume that if the helmet is
Do that.
and not be injured and...
Yes!
Nice. Excellent, right.
She's going to get it in a minute.
Yes, what can I do for you over there?
We just want you to check over your hand.
Oh, yeah.
The casualty has been decasified.
Looks good to me.
He's got...
How you feeling? Are you warm?
Yeah.
Are you warm?
I'm lovely and warm.
Perfect then.
Yeah? Pushed against one, so we try to pat it out for him.
Luxury treatment.
No, when I was led here, I was like, I'm hoping you're not going to leave me here.
Take a picture of your leg.
That's what I thought, it's a plastic jacket. That's what I thought we've got to
Before
move
you
it.
take it off, take a picture of your leg. Lie back in the rock. Put the airflock on. What the airflock on? Stop that.
Step out. Is that bandage? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's great. Nothing's missing out. He's fine.
Fantastic.
Good. That's well on, isn't it?
Oh, look, it's my work. Is that good? That's really good. Okay.
I'd take a picture, it was great.
Yeah, don't go down there.
Back down there.
It's not a very big fall, but it would definitely break an ankle. Fucking hell, these casualties, they get repaired really fast nowadays, don't they?
Yeah. The magic of my rapid.
It was, yeah.
Boom.
It's like keeping them fresh.
Yeah.
Remember, it's polo means for broken arms and Murray means for broken legs because they're softer and stronger. Better for the pain. So we can change around again. Do the what? Broken pelvis.
Oh, they're going to die straight away. Let's just say that.
Broken pelvis, and you cannot roll them, so you have to try and treat them way on. You can try to get back underneath them without moving them.
Okay.
Well, you're not really move it as possible to get underneath them still, though. So you have to roll them slightly, tie the legs together, make the thing out of the, you know what to do. Broken pelvis.
Quick question. Yes. Most people have broken pelvises. Are they still awake or are they unconscious?
Sorry?
Most
You
people
see,
have
there's something
broken
different we could do.
pelvises. They're
To make it a bit more
awake.
interesting.
Where?
There's somewhere down there we can do it. Make it a bit more interesting.
No, because we can't move them.
You can have them either, I don't
You know what I'm saying? Like we practice in the same area, isn't it?
They've been awake.
So now we sort of know where to roll people. It's sort of,
Well,
or even there somewhere. I don't know where, isn't it?
I mean that rock there is quite nice, but if the legs might go down the hole and then they might slide.
Well, you're the next victim. Where do you want to lie?
Nice one, so a different one, make it a bit more interesting.
Make it more harder for us, you mean?
Right. Ashley, where do you want to lay?
I'm sweating.
So for pelvis, we won't have the pelvis board, will
I've seen them earlier as well.
we? Is that one of them carrier bags? Because they did it with the carrier bag, didn't they? Oh, hang on. What's this? Yeah. We can do it with this. Perfect.
Right, where are you laying? Here or over there?
Stay here, okay?
Yeah.
Don't make it too awkward because they need to get you fell off and landed on side of your pelvis and you're broken pelvis.
Oh my god, you're going to make this so difficult for me.
Yeah, that is going to be difficult, yeah.
Okay, I'm going on the inside. No,
Carry on.
It's true.
Yeah.
It'll just be, I mean, I'll probably be better doing that side of him.
Yes.
Just because, respectfully.
No, I 100% agree. You
Okay.
take the lead on this one.
Right, Ashley,
Conscious or unconscious?
whatever you like apparently. How much blood have you lost at this point? That will determine it. What other injuries you got? No, you've just got a broken now.
I'm not measured it.
Right, so.
It's all going down that hole.
Okay.
So we collect it
I
back
tell you
up.
what, be conscious.
Catch it.
Yeah.
Be conscious. Tell us, when you feel trained that way, can't you? Okay, Ashley, oh dear dad, what are you doing? Are you okay? Can you feel any pain?
Yeah,
Okay, where can you feel the pain?
everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay, let me just start by doing an initial check over you. So I'm just going to check your head and arms. So just not on your fucking pelvis, didn't I? Let me just double check you. Any pain here?
No,
No? Okay, what about your shoulders here?
no.
Anything? Arms, elbow. Let me know if this starts to hurt at all. Can you squeeze my finger? Beautiful. And this one? Does this hurt at all? No. Finger? Let's check that capillary roof. Oh, you're not losing too much blood just yet. Okay, let's check your rib cage. Does this hurt at all?
No.
No? It's not much I can do. Oh! It's what we've got to do, innit? Right, so
Ah, well done.
got to check that spine.
Ashley's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Check the fly.
Getting in there.
And in there, boom. Right, I'm going to try and snake. Does this hurt at all?
No.
Is there any wet in there?
I can't feel any wetness just yet. But I am underneath, not on top. Okay, that seems right at the moment. Now we need to go down to the left. So, does this hurt?
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, painful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it painful and crunchy?
Can you feel the legs?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, let's get a bit further down.
Well, at least the body's off the bed, he's facing downhill.
Can you push your foot towards the hand? You will be able to do that.
Okay, no, I can't. No, I can't do it.
No? Okay, I think we can. The pelvis. So you're right.
Tie the legs up.
Start making him immobile. Start with the bottom of the feet. Actually, this is going to really fucking hurt, mate. Yeah. Let's put the feet together.
Oh! Oh, woe is me! Oh, someone else has got broken. We've got another broken pelvis. This cave is taking casualties left and right.
Pelvis club.
Not working.
I think we picked the right group because you're all lightweights. They're over there trying to manoeuvre Mick at the moment.
Oh god.
Who's got the fast whisker around there? Who's got the fast whisker around there? Like the suburban dog.
To be fair, I think Mick will just take any injury that he's got if you bring him down a pint.
Sip on that, mate.
Yeah.
This one, right.
Got you a nice whiskey.
Yeah.
Are you going to pack between the legs with?
Is that your knee
Yeah, we want to pack between the legs.
Yeah.
We got another one. Yeah, we got another one.
Chuck that in there. Yeah.
He said to pack between the legs, didn't he?
How about you use this? Oh no. Another one here.
Yeah, we'll use that bag for the actual.
No, I got two.
Yeah, that's enough. Honestly,
No,
I couldn't fit any more in there.
Oh, okay.
So you got fat legs, Ash?
You got no thigh gap, Ash. What about the top section?
We're going to struggle to move that though because of this rock here by your foot.
Right. Need to tuck this under his ass, under his back.
Right.
And then wiggle it down. See, this is going to be
You want to start at the top, don't you?
a little bit painful.
Well, I'm thinking that, but where he is
Oh
here,
yeah, we can get it.
right, let me try and get to the other side of him.
Yeah.
Oh, Ash, we're about to get close by.
Oh yeah.
Good thing we've known each other since kids, eh?
Ash is like, this is the reason why I went to the corner. They're like, oh, should we move?
In all fairness, that's pretty much the perfect position, isn't it?
Oh, you
We're
made
supposed
it.
to go over the kind of private area.
Yeah, we want it back there. Yeah? Because you've got no problem with your arm, I'm going to ask you to lift this arm up above your head right now, just so I've got some more.
Some comfy, go.
Yeah. Have we got anything we can use?
Tell you what, I'll support his arm so it's not.
Did you pass us that cellophane stick, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just thinking if you get that under and then twist it
Yeah.
around.
Locking that into position there.
And then we'll get, right, as you look and hold, I will get us. Can you pass us that triangle bandage just hang out the back?
Yes.
Wonderful.
You feel that as soon as you twist that, isn't it? Really tight.
Yeah? Put some good twisting skills you got there. Right, this. Sorry, actually, I know I'm about to see you now. Probably used to it, but still.
Oh, I can see a way that you can tether it. If you feed that triangle bandage through the hole in the tube,
Yeah.
you can then tie it to the.
Oh, genius.
Well, we got two triangle bandages. Not double knot them together.
Liz,
Oh, I can break the bells over there.
It's like she's doing a magic trick, isn't she?
Isn't it?
See if you can see it coming out the bottom.
Go on, you push it now for that. And my hand is literally resting on Ash's crotch right now. I'm so sorry.
He's not. I can't push it, it's just getting compacted.
Yeah, I know it's not. Let me.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to work.
Alright. What we need, if we got anything like a little pokey stick that we can push it through with. Look.
I'll tell you what, untwist this for a second. Take that out. Take that out.
Will it go all the way through?
I tell you what.
How about a carabiner?
Yeah.
That'll make it a lot easier.
Alright.
Perfect.
Let's just put a carabiner.
Oh, you're going to try and thread that through
Yeah,
down?
if you thread it through now.
That'll be easier, smaller.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful, now do it. Now put that through and then we can tie it on.
These bloody knee pads are driving me mad.
Ha. Yeah, mine are just one piece.
I should have bought those, not fucking Velcro ones. This Velcro is just
To be honest though,
all the time.
to be honest, they don't come undone, but they do kind of end up where you don't want them.
This is just, oh, it's driving me mad.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's on.
Yeah, Velcro is not a very good material in caves, is it? Because it gets compacted with mud.
It also bunches up on itself and they think it's so fussy.
Got it underneath that one.
Yeah, I need to tie this one first. Oh yeah, we need to just wrap it round, don't we?
10 past.
I'll hold that.
Make sure you put that other one through the loop before you tie it off because it won't hold otherwise.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Beautiful. Right, we've got that. Now we need orange.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got to try and get him in the...
No, we can't move him.
He said we got to try and get him in.
Yeah, so we have to tuck it underneath him.
And remember, you're only moving slightly up and then slightly up, aren't we? Oh my goodness, candle. Right.
Ash just put this on easy mode, he moved. Oh yeah, I suppose he's conscious so he can kind of shuffle.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, there's a rock there.
that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Shove as much under as you... Oh no, yeah, you talk about that.
Yeah.
And then I
You
will...
can tuck the other side. What do we tell him?
Mummified. Oh, there's a little breather hole. It's there. Oh, no, it's not.
We'll do that. Bring that round.
And, hang on, I got an idea.
For his head.
Yes, put them underneath. Give them something to lay on, because they're soft, aren't they? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Things are warming.
Where's Stuart?
Stuart? Stuart?
Do we have to pay extra to void this thing?
Can you come and look at our broken pelvis?
Your broken pelvis looks fantastic, let's say.
Yeah?
We've also put a little bit of sponge underneath his head to keep him nice and comfy.
I mean, the thought of the tear you do your casualty is just, you know, it's worthy of medal, really.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Just his foot looks a bit
You might
wonky.
need to live another day, Ash. Right, but now you can get out of the cave as you are.
Hopping all the way.
I'll tell you, if Dave Rescue turned up and see that level, I'm moving again, I'm very just not. I've injured my arm. I've definitely broken my forearm, I think. It really feels like it. So I'm going to need sorting out, and I'm going to need to get out of the cave. And I'm not going to have an arm to use, which is going to be a real problem. And the reason I fell over, actually, was because I was just so exhausted. I took a tumble because I was just exhausted. And unfortunately now, there's happened to me go through it as well with my brother, who got to the very bottom decided that he was completely exhausted and completely incapable of doing almost anything on the way out. I had to physically push him and lift him out of the cave. And I spoke to Andy Sparrow about it, because Danny would do all the time commercially. He said, yeah, that's what they do.
Did you hear about his rescue?
Oh, I did. I took the piss big side. I really did.
I tell you what, do you know Ken Passan?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been caving with him before. That was who took us down.
Gordon's the first time.
So, your groups are the same basically. So there's two groups, I think, because that'll be enough to help, I think. And we're just going to do the soft stuff of just trying to get someone, you know, jolly this person out when they're really struggling and they can't get enough effort to push up their feet, and you help them, and you know you get friendly with them and give them a shove and pull them up things, and just because again those sins are the ones where you end up calling cave rescue for them because they're just incapable of doing it. And what cave rescue will do quite often is come down and shout them a lot. Of course you can get your foot up here, we'll help you up here, and, you know, and it happens all the time with groups that people get stuck. And you see, a commercial group, you don't call cave rescue because you know them all, and they're going to take the piss out of you down the pub for the next several years. So you get them out yourself, you know. And if someone's exhausted, you get the group to help, and you get them out yourself. You don't need to, you know, even with say a broken forearm, we can get them out here ourselves. We don't need to use cave rescue for that. So
that's why we take Lily, don't we? Because it's like practice, because she's
useless.
I took kids for years, and they often do. They get to the bottom of somewhere, and they go, "I can't get back up again. I can't climb up that. I'm exhausted." And often they are, you know, because they've been sitting playing computer games, and they come caving, and it's easy going down.
Yeah,
they're not exhausted. They've run out of the correct motivation.
No, sometimes they are completely utterly exhausted. Yeah, they really are, because they put everything into the excitement of going down there, and they've done it, got down there, and then they relax. And then they haven't got the adrenaline. Yeah. And then they're exhausted and they can't push up things, they can't climb up things, and you end up literally cajoling them and pushing them up things and get them out of the cave.
Well, we had a bit of that with down Swildens with someone, and they got really fucking cold, and
in Swildens you got
not listening, and they're like, don't go near that, and they go straight.
But don't forget the other one, we haven't discussed all these things here, is a plastic bin liner. If you get a plastic bin liner and you take the hoses off them, put the plastic bin over them, cut a hole in for the head, hole for each arm, and shove it down, it stops the water evaporating from the inner layer and keeps them a lot warmer. So if you haven't got a poncho, an ordinary plastic bin liner is great. And it's just, you know, obviously if you don't use it, it's great for putting all the shit in the car when you're finished. You know? But a bin liner is great. And if they're really struggling with wet feet and cold feet, 2 plastic sandwich bags. Yeah. You know, get a couple of the bags from Tesco's, put the veg in and things, and just get them to put those on over the socks and put the feet back in again. It does make a difference if there's where cold. It makes a big difference getting out. Just little simple things that work, you know. Bin liners work great. I've done that a few times, come out of cave, come out the Swildens, and the wind's blowing a gale, and they start shivering as soon as they come out. And you get a poncho or a bin liner over them, there you go. I mean, actually, we got to the stage where we just started taking big old, so the big old, like, road working jackets. Somebody got a load of them from somewhere, you know, all tatty, you know, but fleece inside, bright orange or green on the outside, and we just left it with the entrance of the bag. And when you bring the kids out, it's February, like, and it was really cold and wet. I fine down the cave until they got to the entrance, and they're cold and wet in the wind, and you just go there, put that over you, hangs down their arms to here, hangs down there on them, but it keeps the warm water back to the van, and they're fine then, so they haven't chilled on the way back with wind chill. So, yeah. So just be a bit of forethought.
It's easy enough to take down sandwich, but absolutely writing it down.
Yeah.
It is that kind of the art of invention, really, and what can you
and it's partly about having done it and tried those things, and then they're not worked, and you go, oh god, that didn't work. Like the plastic sheet that put glitter everywhere. After that, I never carry them ever again.
It is. I've just asked you this with respect to the first aid kit, because I know the recommendation, the training was every 3 months. Would you replace everything every 3 months? Or are there certain things which you
No, not every 3 months. No. What it's saying is, in a workplace situation, like you say at work and it's on the wall, check them every 3 months because people will have used things out when they're restocking. Yeah? If it's your caving first aid kit and you're the one responsible for restocking after trips, you'll use it after a trip, you'll put the stuff back in again, it's fine. The life on them will probably be about 6 years of stuff in there, the banishing things, so you should have quite a lot of life there on things. So obviously replace them when they go out of date. What you'll find with Celox is if it goes over date, it stops behaving like the Celox Plus, which is the fast minute stuff, and starts taking longer to work, so it becomes more like the normal Celox, which takes 5 minutes. Still works, but it doesn't have the speed of working. But it still works.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
And the other issue, as you saw, I think in the learning with bandages, it's not about the bandages going on sterile because they're in plastic wrapping. It's about the bandages falling to pieces. You saw dust everywhere, and they lose the stretch. They try you create bandage out, and they go, and they don't go back again. You're like, bollocks. So that's why you change bandages, because they don't work anymore. And plasters, people used to give a box of plasters and things and stuff at universities and bandages, and they say, can you use them on courses? And the answer is no. Because they don't work. I've tried the plasters, you stick them on, they fall straight off. That's why you change them. And I've always found for caving, the fabric plasters the best. The heavyweight fabric plasters, they stay on. And they stay on when they're wet.
They're the ones with a bit of stretch in them as well.
A bit of stretch in them, but not the normal fabric ones, the heavyweight fabric ones. Yeah. They're much more sticky. And don't forget as well, if it's wet, you've got a roll of gaffer tape or a roll of insulation tape. Take a roll of insulation tape with you and put it over the top.
It's like a tradesman bandage.
So
yeah. Tape, a bit of fucking bog roll.
Yeah, but if you plaster underneath it and then put the insulation tape on the top of it, it's sealed, isn't it? It's not a problem.
Yeah. I have a note on my phone to say drowning for you.
Yes, drowning. Right. I was going to show the slides when I get up there. It doesn't matter. Okay. So imagine the system as you go down, going underwater. First things that happen is you're going to swallow water like mad in order to try and not drown, basically. So you'll swallow water. So when you see people bringing up water on Baywatch and things, they're coughing up loads of water, it's not coming out of the lungs, it's coming out of the stomach. Because they've swallowed loads of water, and if it's salt water, then you want to just bring it back up and get rid of it. So that's where the water's coming from. Your lung is a finely branching tree. It's not a great big sack. Maybe the air sacs LBO, like we talked about yesterday. So if you have a drowning, water eventually, they'll start to breathe some water in. And then they'll either dry drown or wet drown. If they dry drown, the water hits back in the throat here, and they suffer laryngeal spasm and seals off. If they wet drown, it goes into the lung. If it goes into the lung, it can go down a couple of branches. So you don't need to do this pump their arms backwards and forwards, try and push the water out, because there's a bit of water in there. That water will come out later, depending if it's salt or fresh water, by being absorbed into the body or bringing fluid across the body into it to dilute it further. So that causes secondary drowning then. So if it's fresh water, your body's going to keep on trying to move fluids, and the lung will get fluid into it from the body. So that causes problems later. It's not an issue for you, but it means anyone who's drowned must go to hospital because of the risk of secondary drowning. Yeah. So first thing happens then. So if there's water in the lung, it's not an issue basically. So you bring them out the water, you drain the mouth out, and then you look at the situation. And it's 5 breaths first. And the reason it's 5 breaths first, you think of what happens as you go unconscious, either because you've drowned or because you're lying there and bumped your head. So what will happen first is your oxygen levels start to fall, don't they? And eventually they'll fall past the point where you maintain consciousness. You're perhaps unconscious. Then they'll fall a bit further, and you'll suffer respiratory arrest, and your breathing will fail. Not because there's anything wrong with your lungs, but because your brain is shutting down sequentially and no longer sending signals to your lungs, so your lungs stop breathing. And then, as it falls down further, then your heart stops. Not because there's anything wrong with your heart like a heart attack, but because the oxygen levels are falling and your brain stops sending signals there, and eventually the heart stops as well. And then you live a bit longer, and it's all over. And you get brain death and things. So the quicker you do something, the less you have to do. So if you've got someone who's been lying there at the bottom of the pitch a little bit, and their airway's closed, get the fucking airway open quick. Because you don't know how close they are to those points of going to the next stage. And if they go past the first stage and they're not breathing, and they're lying, say, face down, I would try some rescue breaths, seriously, because there's nothing else to do in a cave that we discussed. So even before CPR, I would be trying rescue breaths, because what it says in the general guidelines is breaths first go for drowning, children, and they used to say trauma, but it doesn't anymore, it just says drowning in children. And if you think about it, it's drowning because they fall down the slippery slope. Yeah, and so if you get them early enough before they go to respiratory, so after they've got into respiratory arrest, but they're not in cardiac arrest, you give them breaths and you'll reoxygenate them, and literally the colour washes across them and they come round again. Yeah, and I've done it in a swimming pool. When I've had a friend who was purple with the surface, he'd been doing lengths underwater, snorkeling, he'd taken too many deep breaths before he'd done it, which is why you don't hyperventilate before you go through some things, because you hyperventilate, you flush down the carbon dioxide levels, but you don't get much more oxygen, really. And so the problem is your urge to breathe is on high CO2. So if you flush your body's levels in the tissues of CO2 right down by doing loads of deep breaths first, hyperventilating, it'll never come up to the point that says you really need to fucking breathe before the oxygen level goes down to a point where you pass unconscious. And so people just drift unconscious and you don't even get no warning, no feeling about it, you just go out, the lights go out like that. I've seen it a few times in swimming pools, with people doing snorkeling and practicing to get long distances in the water and things, and you keep someone having an eye on them all the time because they pass unconscious. But the same in a sump. If someone takes a load, take 2 deep breaths, no more. Don't be going before you go through, because you won't get the urge to breathe and the lights will go out and you drown. Yeah. So drowning, because the heart is still going for a little while, you probably go about a minute maybe, you've got a time period where you can get breaths into them, you try 5 breaths, if it works, if they are in respiratory rest, they'll come round again. If you try the 5 breaths and they don't work, where are they? Cardiac arrest. Yeah. And so then you start with CPR. So the difference is really in caving situations, I think you're probably going to be trying 5 breaths first, because it's not doing any harm. And if it's drowning or the minor pool of water or just their airways closed and you open the airway and they don't start breathing, I would be putting 5 breaths in first. Because your CPR is not going to do anything, really, in the scale of things, is it? We know. Because not going to get any help and get them out in a realistic time. They're dead, aren't they, basically? So try the 5 breaths first. Because you might just catch them and try and get to them as soon as you can, get that airway open, and if they don't start breathing, get 5 breaths in. Because it might just work, and you hopefully will, because it's your only chance, isn't it? But if you think as soon as they get unconscious and their airway closes, they're on that slippery slope that goes to death. And the quicker you do something, effectively, the less you have to do. So if you're faffing not open an airway, there could be the next stage, you know. And you see people all faffing around, get the fucking airway open quick. The first thing you do before you do anything else, because that will stop that curve and turn around. And generally, if you're coming down the curve, you open the airway, they go, and they come around again. Or if they're on injury to keep them unconscious, they stay unconscious, you know, but at least the airway's open, they're breathing. So can't underestimate as much as get the airway open, and if not, get the breaths in. And see. And if you put the breaths in and they don't work, go and deal with the next one over there, as we discussed yesterday. Because they're dead, aren't they? Basically. And in realistically, in a caving scenario, it's not going to happen. What the guidelines say from the Pre-Hospital Trauma Care Association for outdoor environments is 20 minutes CPR in an outdoor environment, or if the defibrillator says no shock required. And the only exceptions to that are drowning, lightning strike, and there's one more. I think. But it's because those ones have a higher chance of survival. You know? Or hypothermia. Because hypothermia, you're not dead until you're warm and dead. Because often they can have a very, very, very faint pulse you can't feel in hypothermia. Yeah? So you just package them and try and get them out of the cave. You call cave rescue, package them, and you assume they are still alive, basically, with the airway open and stuff, but don't, you know, if they're really hypothermic. But I think you can see, therefore, that in many situations, that person, if their heart has stopped in a cave, they're dead and they're not going to come back again. And you know, and it's different to the in-town environment where defibrillators work beautifully, and they're great. You know, 7 to 10% drop in the chance of survival per minute. How long does it take for care rescue to get to us with the defibrillator? How are we going to do CPR all the way out with a defibrillator? Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, and you've got to be realistic about it. But when the heart stopped, they were dead, and they stayed dead. I think it's deader. Yeah. So I think at the end of it, especially all the CPR and things, provided you can remember at the end of it to push here and blow here and not the other way round, you're doing the right thing. And don't worry too much about the numbers as I said already, because does it matter if you do 35 compressions and 3 breaths? Does it matter in the scale of things? No. You know, and people go, oh, I couldn't do CPR, so I forgot what to do, I forgot the numbers. Just do something. Something has a positive effect. Nothing, they just stay dead. Yeah. But in a caving situation, unless it's drowning, when you get breaths in quicker and come round again, it's unlikely it's going to work. But drowning is recoverable, and I've dealt with drowning people a few times. I've had a few drowning incidents I've dealt with, and yeah. Oh, the other thing to say about drowning, if we read all that as well, they're really quiet. Drowning people aren't noisy, they're quiet. Because they can't get, they're on the surface, often in deep water, say the sea, for example, and their mouth keeps bobbing under because they can't get themselves above the surface, and so they can't shout because they can't keep their mouth out of the water to shout. They're doing the very best to try and get a breath in, let alone anything else, so you don't get shouts. So drowning is quiet. Look on YouTube, there's a really good video from the Australians, Australian More Life-Saving Society type of thing, and that's great because it says that drowning is really, really quiet. And I've seen it with divers on the surface, the sea, and they're there, and they're bobbing up the surface, and bobbing under, and take the mouthpiece out of the surface, panicking, and they're quiet. And I go over, take the jacket, and go, blow it up. You were drowning there, weren't you? Oh God, thank you so much. Yeah. And they just they were, but they've forgotten then to the obvious thing, which is actually push the button on the jacket, the inflates and brings them up. Because they've got complete brain fog and don't think, don't do the sensible thing. So.
I wanted to ask about the difference between someone's having a heart attack or a serious problem and someone's having a panic attack. Because I think something we see.
Very different. What someone who's having a heart attack. What colour will they be?
They're getting grey, they're getting
pale, cold, clammy grey. What will their pulse be doing?
Nothing.
Well, in a true heart stopped. So but that's cardiac arrest, but heart attack where they've got a clot and it'll be irregular, probably. It's probably over 100 arrest. They'll look grey, they'll look blue, they're cardiac shock, they'll be blue around the lips and things, they'll have pain in the chest, pain down the arm. So what's someone who's panicking look like? What colour are they when they're over-breathing?
Oh, generally red.
They'll be bright red, won't they? They'll be over-breathing like mad, fast breathing. Their chest might be a bit tight, but they're not having a heart attack, are they? It's very different. Yeah. What about panic attack and asthma?
What?
The light.
What colour is someone in asthma attack?
Turn your light off. Look.
Oh yeah, that's my backup light. Just my flashlight. That's right. It could just It could just run dry.
Someone who is panicking in the cave, it's got that one there. So what do you do with them then? What can you do with someone who's having a panic attack?
Well, you
oh my God, I can't be down there. It's hard to. Every week we used to take people.
you have to be reassuring and keep them calm.
Calm, reassuring, but don't forget the simple things like grounding techniques. Right, I want you to breathe with me. We're going to breathe in. Hold it. We're going to breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Hold it out. Breathe out. Breathe in. And get them to do it with you. I've even had it where I've given people chocolate bars and a cup of tea. You don't need to go climbing now. Come sit down over here. I've got a chocolate bar. And it's a nice sticky chocolate bar. You can't hyperventilate when you've got a chocolate bar in your mouth. But sometimes you just remove the source of psychological distress.
Yeah.
So I had someone on the slope coming down from here who had done that thing, panicking. Their legs had got jelly. They come out of the cave. They were incapable of getting down that slope. We just walked up, and I just went, right, okay. So there's my tackle bag on my back. Right, stand behind me and put your hands on my shoulders. And balance yourself on my shoulders, we'll get down the slope. I literally took them back to the car, to the road, with the hands on my shoulders. And it also meant they weren't looking at the slope, which was what was frightening them. Yeah. Because then holding on my shoulders, coming down. Yeah. So just being calm and things with them, and not use a paper bag. But then again, who's got a paper bag in a cave?
Yeah.
Because if you get it wrong, you see, then someone is having an asthma attack, but you misjudge it as a panic attack, or they start having an asthma attack and that kicked off a panic attack, then the last thing you want to do is give them less oxygen, or give them more. But the technique of breathing and things will work for them, whether they're having an asthma attack or a panic attack, because both of them will calm them down. And if you use the breathing technique, that will also relax the airways because they calm down and produce endorphins and things. So it'll actually help the asthma attack anyway. So you're doing the right thing for both anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Cool.
And like you said, controlled breathing is much more oxygenated than panic breathing.
Yeah, because most people breathe from the top anyway, especially when they're panicking, they're breathing at the top end. If you think about dead air space in your lung, that bit there, down to the alveoli, where it branches off, is dead airspace. There's no gaseous exchange in that. So if you're breathing shallowly, you're changing very little oxygen, and you're actually just moving that dead airspace up and down, which is why you can't have a snorkel more than about that long, because it extends the dead airspace so much you never exchange any oxygen. Yeah? So you can't use a piece of hose pipe to surface, or the pressure thing as well to work, but you'd never exchange any air in it because you wouldn't change it. So if you want to exchange oxygen, you need to get it from the bottom of the lung out. So you need someone to take deep breaths to get more oxygen in. So you want to coach them to take slow deep breaths. Now the other thing to mention over here, so you sit there now, you wrap them all up, they've got them all comfortable, they're all in the cave and sorted, and then you want to sit here waiting for help to come. So what are you going to do? You're going to use those cards you got, and you're going to look at them, and in those cards it said you do your illness assessment. So we take the person's pulse rate. We know how to do that from yesterday. So in here, yeah, or here, or use the phone, or use your watch, or whatever, and take their pulse rate. And write it down. You look at those cards, on the card it's got a place to write down pulse rate, and then 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, half an hour later, write it down again. Next to it, breathing rate, respirations. Get your hand on here and feel for the breathing, and this one, yeah, and then take it for 30 seconds, double it for a minute's worth. Next thing you take, temperature. Now I'd recommend down here, your cheeks are going to start to go cold quite soon, you'll be like, oh, they're cold. Take the core temperature. Now if your hand is cold, mine is, it doesn't matter, because I'm taking mine and then theirs, and it's independent of my hand temperature, yeah, so you get the core temperature. And finally, tissue colour. Now, because we've got different skin tones, look inside the lip or in the eyelid there and get the skin tone there. So, pulse rate, breathing rate, temperature, tissue colour. What if you took mine for me, and let's assume I'm outside. I've just come up to the cave, and my pulse rate is 160. My breathing rate is 36, deep and laboured. My temperature is hot and wet. My tissue colour is red and flushed. Am I normal? Bear in mind what the normal range is. What's the normal range pulse?
Up to 100, 200.
Probably 60 to 100, probably roughly. Yeah, 55 to 105-ish. Normal breathing rate? 12 to 20. Normal temperature? The same as you. Normal tissue colour? Pink. So if I'm bright red, 160 pulse, 36 breathing,
overheating,
hot and wet.
Heat stroke.
No, heat stroke, it would be
Oh, not
dry.
heat stroke.
I've just got my really thick undersuit on, and I've run up here.
Heat exhaustion.
Exhaustion, that's the word.
Could be, but it could just be I've just run up here. And if you do the next bit, which you look on the card, it says, so you've got signs of things you see and feel, these things take, symptoms, things the patient tells you. Remember, on the card it says sample. Yeah. Which is symptoms, so how do you feel? I feel great, I've just run up here. Yeah. Allergies, medications, past medical history, last food and drink, and eventually the problem. So you ask the questions and dig a bit. If you'd say to someone, you take any medications, mate? They go, no. You take any pills, potions, sprays, anything the doctor's given you, any inhalers, that type of thing, you might get a decent answer out of them. Any legal, illegal medications, you know. You say to someone, have you got any medical problems I should know about? No. You say to them, have you got, literally run through this in the guide, so have you ever had a heart stroke, epilepsy, diabetes, any allergies, you've had any illnesses recently, you've been to the doctor recently, you know, dig a bit. And then obviously start to close down with maybe some more closed questions to get the answer in, because what you might get is, well, it all started last Thursday when the cat wasn't well. You know, yeah, just think about this. So
what was wrong with the cat?
Well, exactly. don't go around the hole. But you will find things out, because suddenly they go, oh, well, actually, I'm asthmatic, you know. And you go, okay. So we'll find some stuff out then. And then what you're doing, waiting then to help, is refilling out those cards. Yeah. So because otherwise you're thinking, what the fuck do I do now for the next 2 hours or 3 hours waiting for cave rescue? Sit here. Well, they're here soon. Well, they won't actually. So you've got something to do, haven't you? Which is write it down. Because then you've got monitoring, and you will see, and the big difference between doing something like this, or a first aid course, and a first responder type course, quite honestly, is first responders are very good at monitoring, because you have to. You've got to fill out the form and be able to hand it over to someone. So you'll be going through and writing these down all the time. But now you've got something to do in the cave, which is sit and write them down. Now, if they're all stable, it's great, you go, fantastic, you're really stable, you're nice and warm, it's comfortable, I'll get you out later, don't worry, and everything's good, look at this here. And you can share it with the patient and let them feel better about the situation, can't you? So, and you're doing something for them, which is monitoring them. Yeah? If you start to see changes, maybe the person who's sitting here with you go and tell them to fucking get a move on. Because I'm not happy here, this is changing quite rapidly. But you might also go, have I missed anything? Have I missed any bleeding? Because the pulse is getting more rapid, more weak. The breathing's getting rapid, more weak. I'm going to get my hands in there and check and see if there's any blood in there. Is there any bruising I can see from the pelvis? That type of thing, Because you're seeing them changing and why are they changing? Yeah. So the monitoring really is quite an important thing to do, especially when, let's face it, you've got nothing else to do once you've treated it. Besides going back and checking his heart bleeding again and stuff. You're just monitoring the vital signs. You're asking a few questions, you're talking to them. Yeah? But that is really important. That's actually nursing care. Sitting with them and talking to them. And monitoring, aren't you? And that's what you don't do in normal first aid. Because you do the first aid and major situation with severe problems, the ambulance turns up 15 minutes or even quicker for heart attack probably. Yeah? It's not like here where you're monitoring for ages. Yeah? But even in a workplace scenario, someone got, you say, oh, they hurt their ankle badly, and they go, 6 hours. And then a bit later you go, well, actually, they've changed now, and their pulse rate's getting more rapid and weak. They're really not doing well. You ring them back and say, things have changed. Let me tell you what the pulse rate and breathing rate and things are. And they go, okay, we'll reprioritise you because that's now more important.
Yeah, it's
music,
That's what I did with my granddad.
Yeah.
He was conscious on the floor, but he was stuck, so we couldn't move him. And obviously the first responder came, and the first thing that she did was start obviously checking vitals. Yeah. And while she was watching the heart rate, I seen that there was dips and peaks, and that was when it went from like a P3 to a P1.
Yeah.
What about things like food and drink? Because I know there's certain things where it says don't do that, but in a prolonged situation.
Yeah, there is. And what I'd say, what you see, the thing is the shock thing, isn't it? If you give someone a drink in shock, think about what happens. In shock, your body takes the blood away from the extremities into the core, yeah? And you also turn off the blood supply to your intestines and your stomach because there's no point ingesting food when you're dying. You want to send the blood to the important internal organs like your liver and spleen and heart and all that type of stuff. Yeah? So that's why you go pale, cold and clammy and have no capillary refill because there's no blood going there. Yeah? So if you give them a drink of water, what happens? Your body says, I'll have that, and it will turn the blood supply back onto your intestines. You don't absorb water from your stomach. You absorb it from your large bowel at the far end, which is an awful long way. And so you'll turn the blood supply back onto your intestines, there's only so much blood to go around, and so you'll turn it off to someone else, like the kidneys. You'll push them into renal failure. Yeah? Which is why you don't give them, they need fluids, they need IV fluids in their arm. Yeah? Now, often in caves, people are dehydrated. Just the nature of caving is they don't get dehydrated, they don't take the water with them, they're going to hang over the night before, etc. So they're probably going to be dehydrated, and that doesn't help if they've got issues, medical issues. What you can give them is balanced salt solutions. If you think about balanced salt solutions, you get them the tubes of rehydration salts with a whole load of things in there. You make one up in a litre of water, 2 litres of water, that type of thing. The way they work to rehydrate you so fast is because the salt's in them, it's absorbed through your stomach. So it doesn't turn the rest of the intestines back on again. And if you give them sips of that, they will rehydrate. And if you be there down here for 6 hours waiting for help and things, I wouldn't be withholding drink from them like that. But give them rehydration salt or very small sips. You haven't got them just very small sips of water, so you don't turn it on. It will absorb the stomach very small sips. If they ask for food and they want to eat, let's face it, broken, you probably don't want to eat. Yeah. But if you can give them food, it actually helps in the long term. Because one of the problems of people in war zones and outdoor scenarios and things is often when they get to hospital, they're very energetically depleted. And they found in war zones that actually for every limb you've injured, you actually need to double your food intake. Yeah. So if you've got 2 limbs injured, you want to take 4 times as many as normal. And so what they're finding is people going to theatre and dying because they're so energy depleted. So now they tend to give them IV infusions of glucose and things to get the energy levels in the body before they do surgery. So actually, if they've been eating while they're here, if they were hungry, wanted to eat some glucose tablets or that type of thing, let them. Unless they're feeling sick, obviously, and things, but quite often they're not, and they've just broken their ankle, it's painful, you splintered it doesn't hurt that much now, you found some paracetamol out and given to them before you have with you, but you sit still waiting for help to come, and they say, oh, quite hungry, what can I chocolate bar? Yeah. And yes, they're all doing the normal in town situation, obviously, but it's not, is it? By the time help comes, they'll have just that. And yes, there are, one of the other issues is people, so in the street I'll stop them and give them a drink, I'll say, oh, don't give a drink, mate, because they might need an operation.
I'm freezing, I've got that, I'm sorry.
You know?
Han, why don't you get one of the blankets around you?
Hand it up.
You what?
If you're cold,
I am,
blankets around
I'm
you.
sorry, I just need to start moving on.
No, move on. Well, we're going. I literally finished that. I've finished talking now.
Yeah.
So give them. I say don't give drink, mate, mind operation, because people heard that. I don't tell them the real reason because that's complicated and a long discussion. Yeah. But in a cave it's different. Give them food. By all means. So there's lots of new medical evidence on that saying give them food. So, does someone want to, I don't know who wants to go in the other group, so someone else be the person who's injured. But can someone split my arm for me and bandage away like this type of thing? And then I'm going to be picking you through the hopeless. Yeah. But we've seen a list of people there, don't we? Just do each other.
Yeah, should we do it as one group?
Yeah, let's do one group, shall we?
Yeah.
Right,
Well, the gear bagged up. Do we need anything else? Is that only
Me.
We use them.
Lean.
Right, we've got everything, so shall we? Which
Go,
way are we
round
going,
up,
Jay?
right?
Well, it depends on, we haven't rigged the tradesman to get out, so I'd have to go ahead and rig it so that we can put his harness on and get him up the tradesman.
Well, that's not a problem, but let's get to the tradesman's and then you can get up and rig it. Let's focus on all going together.
Oh, yeah.
That'd
I
be
want
ideal.
to separate.
Just
So let's go, easiest mate, easiest exit.
Oh, that's his,
Right, that's it. Knees are perfectly acceptable, take it nice and easy. Well done, you're doing a fantastic job.
I tell you what, this poncho's a pain. I'm nearly on a poncho.
Should we take it
Right pain.
Good. You doing well.
I only want this poncho, it's a pain in the bloody arse.
You want to lose it?
Yeah, I do.
Just tuck it in, yeah.
Head up, son.
Otherwise,
I'm just leaning on it, it's really awkward leaning on it. You would better off underneath the, the little narrow top it's still moving.
Well, yeah.
There you go. Oh, good. I can see it.
Cool, that does stink.
Pass them around for me, yeah.
You smell of pure alcohol, dude. That's probably your problem.
Yeah.
right,
Too
what
much
we
drink
want,
last night.
before we start clambering up, we want kind of the 2 strongest people to be with him at all times to support him.
Yeah,
So who is strong and feels capable and comfortable doing that?
yeah, I can get this side.
Right.
You
Okay.
want to pick 2 people to hold in to support him on each side as he goes up.
Yeah.
Right, jolly good. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm feeling a bit armless.
Hey!
Just fucking leaving it.
He'll do what they want.
Right.
Doing alright?
Are you feeling okay?
I'm doing alright, yes, thank you very much. I feel much better for going out this cave. I tell you, I'm not going caving ever again.
Say that now.
Put me off, this has.
But just like child,
Breaking my arm down the cave, it's really put me off, this has.
after the adrenaline's worn off, you'll be back.
And I can't get up this bit, it's just it's too much of a...
You can do it.
You ready?
Oh, there we go.
One after the other.
Right.
Just a little bit further.
That's fine.
I'll tell you what, this is bloody hard one arm.
Yeah.
Fine enough for two.
This bit's gonna be awkward because we got to get you up.
Yeah, we do apologise, don't we?
Right. You hang there a minute.
You've got yourself in there, you'll get yourself out.
John,
What?
you want to bring him this way?
Do you think, well, we're already halfway up now.
I'm on the ledges now. There they are. I'm up.
Cassie, you're doing a great job. Nearly there.
Oh, I can't get up this bit.
Ready?
Just
Ready?
a moment.
That's better, thank you. What's your back? You're getting the water being a pain in the arse. You know what? You're getting the water being a pain in the arse.
Yeah. But you managed to
I'm even worse is like this now.
Bit of pain in the arse.
Come up from the deaths and cough up a blood capsule. Oh, I'm coughing up blood. Oh my god.
Right.
Don't worry, it's perfectly normal.
Always a big dropper here.
Jen.
Always a big dropper here.
Hang on.
Oh,
Wait 2 seconds. Jen, could you take this? I'm trying to do this one-handed.
Always a big drop down there.
Right.
Always a big drop down there, there is.
Don't worry about the drop.
I've only got one arm.
Alright, you can't fall if I'm here.
Oh, thank you very much.
We're going down together. We're going down together.
I'm right here.
Right,
Right, lean into me.
I've got ATM across. Oh, I'm going to fall down the big hole.
No, you won't.
Don't hold it, that's just the ground. It's just a start, that's all. Oh yeah.
How we doing?
Oh.
No, steady over this. No, I don't want to fall into you as well.
Right,
We can shoot you.
we're not going up there, are we? Oh, this looks hard.
Oh, it'd be nice to see you worry.
Yeah.
It's easy. Don't worry, it's all uphill from here.
Yeah.
That's it. We're right here with you.
You ready?
Well done. Nice one.
It's amazing how hard it is running on arm.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I do think that maybe 6 months' time we're going to run a little training program.
Yeah.
I think probably do pretty much what you're doing right now.
Oh, it's good stuff, this, yeah. It is. If you learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Skills.
Yeah.
There's plenty of pain in the asses in that group.
Are we nearly there yet?
Yeah, we're really there now.
Are we nearly there yet?
Do you want to pass any bags up this section first?
Yeah, just keep going. You're nearly there.
That's not a nice way to talk about me. I'm not an old bag. Oh, sit back down again. Oh.
You ain't going nowhere, I got ya.
Is he being a little bitch?
Right.
Oh, I can't get up there. That looks too hard, that does.
I don't know how the
Oh, I don't think I can get up there with one arm.
Here we go. Here we go. Every
No, I
time,
can't get there with one arm.
every time you don't move, you get a
We can come down this way, but that's far too tight, that does. Oh, my arm hurts.
Let me turn around.
It's only a small squeeze.
All right, don't worry. We'll get you there. Little bit of pain, but you'll be
I
out
can't get my leg over.
Well, you need to try harder, don't you? Come on, pick your leg up.
You're doing a great job. Come on, you can do it.
You can do
There
it.
you go, I got you
I
there.
know it's
You got
tough.
yourself
Ready?
in there.
3, 2, 1.
Go! Come on.
Great stuff. Well done.
Ah, yeah.
Is this useful to pull you, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. See, loads of room.
I'm going to tell you, mate,
I've got you.
what's happening.
Got you. Don't
Oh,
worry.
thanks, man. I just need some motivation in the middle.
That's okay. Give it to
Oh, I can't really got you there.
That's it.
There
Oh.
you go.
I can't believe we did it.
His splint's gone. We need to repair his splint when he's up here.
Okay, that's fine.
Hand's back in there. Honestly, I haven't been cheating users, honestly.
Let's just get to a safe place.
You ready?
Oh, that's better.
Now to do that extra one squat, isn't it?
Oh, it's well daylight. Again. I'll never go in the cave again.
We'll see you down there next week then.
Never been. Yeah, I deep throated that a second ago.
Oh.
Now, do you still need rescue as you get out of the exit? You'll have to rig a lifeline.
We can rig a lifeline, I've got a rope.
And he's ready to Why did you put that on in there? You made it harder for yourself. Why did you put it on in here?
Because I was pulling up and down on it.
Hang on, do we need to secure the splint?
Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll go and put the lifeline up.
Right, get him comfortably sitting somewhere where I can secure the splint, okay?
Come on, sir, you sit yourself down on
I'll
this
sit
nice
this
cold rock. Oh, the sprints.
Sprints on?
Oh, yeah, on it's just bouncing around.
Right.
That's fine.
Just a little fucking
Excuse
patience.
me.
Right, where's the gaffer tape?
Right. Me and Diego set the line.
In there is
the
the
rope.
rope.
Yeah.
You got gaffer tape?
2 people together.
There's a thing with some crabs.
You got crabs?
You said that at the same time.
I decided not to.
Tie him up.
Drop that down, tie off at the top. Right, rather than, yeah, so get the,
Is it Italian hitch?
okay, you got enough rope to double it down. Yeah.
You want it tub double, do you?
Double it, tie off the end to your belay point. Yeah. So take the 10 inch out.
Oh, and use it
Right.
as a...
Because get me up here, if it's solid, just do it this way. So tie off the end of your rope to your belay point. Just put a crab in it and clip the belay point or something. Yeah. Drop a loop down. Drop a loop in the rope down to the end.
Right. So I want both ends up here, yeah?
Want both ends up there, yeah?
Right.
Tie off the one end to your belay point. Just put a figure 8 or something and clip it to the belay point or whatever. Yeah.
And use it as a...
You got a rope around the big stab
Yep.
thing on top of you, yeah. Okay.
Something useless for fucking advice now.
Sorry.
All this whinging and now you're giving us advice.
Sorry, I'll go back to the carriage again. I don't want to.
It's alright, just put this around your neck.
Right. So drop that, the loop, through the carabiner.
I ain't got the other end of the rope. Oh, there it is.
Right, come to there. Do that up. Now, put the Italian hitch on the live end of the rope.
Oh, right.
Yep. So bring that up as if you belay, which now you know because you belay on
You've
this
got
live
a
end.
two-way pulley now.
So
So it's
take all
2
the
to
slack in.
1.
Before you put the Italian hitch on, take a load of slack in first. Don't make it hard for yourself, put it all through.
There's a lot of slack in it.
Put all the slack in first, then tie your Italian hitch. It's just much easier trying to pull all that rope through a fucking Italian hitch.
More.
Yeah? So, now, tie your Italian hitch in that now.
Hang on 2 seconds.
You tie the Italian hitch.
Don't forget the thing is.
No, I don't. Fuck's sake, hang on. I don't know way round.
Oh, I do like a bit of Italian inside me.
My best friend's Italian, I can say these things.
I do like a nice bit of Italian inside me. I do.
Right, yeah.
Wife calls me, you don't 30 watts.
Be careful of that rubbing against the line.
Hold the carabiner.
So now you've got a two-way assist, you've got a resisting hand line. So right, you tell me to pull on that one, which is the one for the belay point, yeah?
Right, yeah.
You take it in on the other one, but now you've got this, you can effectively give me a hand because I'll now be half my weight,
Right.
yeah? Because you've got Luke coming down to me, I'm now half the weight I would be.
Yeah.
So take it in and just keep taking it in and basically literally pull me up the bugger with a bit of help. Because I've got out of jelly legs, I can do virtually nothing, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
you can still do
No, it's got to go down, more down.
So keep all the slack taken in, keep taking it in, and then people just shove me up it basically. Take it in. Take it in. You see, I really can't knock it up. You know.
Doing what?
So just keep pulling it through. Keep heaving it up. If you want to, you can actually get 2 hands on this rope.
Yeah, that's...
And get your neck, get your body behind. You know, get your feet turned around it, and really get your knees and lift with it. And that's it. And pull me up with it. Yeah. And then, oh, I can't get up here, so it can be a good tug. You pull me up. Oh, see what? And I'm really not doing much there. You brought me up it. Yeah? Oh, look, I can't get up, I'm slipping. Oh, I'm slipping everywhere. Look, oh, I can't get up here. Oh, I'm slipping. Look, I can't get up. Oh, look, my feet keep slipping. Oh, my feet keep slipping.
Hello.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that easier?
Oh, yeah.
I do that all the time with kids coming up here.
If it wasn't all twisted, it would have been.
Yeah. If you want to make it even better, drop a stop down the rope and pull it up through a stop.
Did I do that right? I'll admit, that's the first time me doing an Italian hitch, so...
Yeah,
I've studied it, but I've not...
What was stopping was this. This needed to be clipped in, up here somewhere out the way.
I didn't want the rope to rub.
Yeah, I know what I mean, yeah. So, yeah.
Right,
So is the patient safe?
I'd have put another crab in there and put that on another crab in there.
Right.
Just so it wasn't in your hand, because this is affecting the Italian hitch here.
Right, I get what you mean, so that the loop was off a bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll get out of the way.
What happened to Fred?
I don't know. He just collapsed out of the vehicle.
I told him first aid, I can help you. He looks like he's being bored.
Oh my god, it's going up down here. Oh, I see. He just collapsed out the car, look. Come on, the car's on fire.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, let's just make sure. Okay.
It's awful.
I'm gonna assume you're breathing. Good stuff. All right. Right, let's check for blood. Okay. Help! I need some help here. Okay. Breathe in. Let's strap him quickly. Can you hear me? Are you there? No? Okay. I'm gonna go too method with this. Okay, I can't see any signs of bleeding. I can't see any obvious signs of injury. Quick, let's just check everything. Oh, big strong legs. Okay. Can't feel it. No responses. Help! I need some help over here! Fucking leaving you to die, mate. Alright, let's just feel here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness! Can you go for help, please? He's breathing, but he's unconscious. Do you want me to put you in the recovery position? Because I fucking will. I can't remember how to do it though. Shit.
Wrong leg. Wrong leg.
It's alright, it doesn't matter if I get it wrong. Because you'll be dead without my help anyway. Right, let's get you over. Bring that knee forward. Oh, you are lucky. You're a mucky puppy. Oh, yes, you are. Right, it's okay. Are you alright?
Yeah, I think I'm alright now.
It's okay. Oh, it's just to put the coat on you.
He said back at the thing, he was like, don't take your suit off. When you get back, dive under the car. Oh, I dropped it.
I'm so sorry for banging your head on that tyre.
Hopefully so.
Oh, he lived.
Very good.
I brought him back. He's got no obvious injuries.
He's like that.
With my favourite cable.
You didn't grab your helmet, Jay. Why do you think I wanted the helmet in there? I started the recording for you.
Oh, you didn't tell me this was happening.
No, exactly. That was the whole point.
Why did you know about it then?
Because I warned him. He said, keep your suit on. When we get back, dive under the front of his car and he's going to set a smoker off. Why do you think I was just like, Jay, let me look at your helmet?
Well, that's just a regular conversation between
Well,
you
yeah,
two.
pretty much.
Come on, Fred. I know you're dead, but you can come back to me. Come on.
Has anyone called the ambulance?
Yeah. Call the ambulance.